Hey there, food lovers. We have a classic treat for you today. We created the most rich salted caramel cheesecake ever. Ready to create a masterpiece? Grab your aprons, preheat those ovens, and let's get started. Before we start our cheesecake adventure, let's gather our ingredients. Having everything ready will make the process smoother and more enjoyable. Everything prepped makes the process smoother, like setting the stage for an excellent performance. With all your ingredients ready, you can focus on the fun part, creating a delicious cheesecake. For the crust, you'll need 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. These crumbs will form the base of our cheesecake, providing a crunchy contrast to the creamy filling. Next, add a 1/4 cup of sugar and 5 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter. The sugar adds sweetness, while the butter helps bind the crumbs together, creating a firm and flavorful crust. You'll need 1/2 cup of granulated sugar for the caramel swirl. This will be the base of our caramel, giving it that rich, sweet flavor we all love. Add a 1/4 cup of water to help dissolve the sugar and create a smooth caramel. Then, a 1/4 cup of heavy cream will add richness and a velvety texture to our caramel swirl. 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter will give our caramel a rich taste and glossy finish. Don't forget 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. It enhances the flavors and perfectly balances the sweetness. For the cheesecake filling, gather 3 softened 8-ounce packages of cream cheese. Cream cheese is the star of our cheesecake, providing that classic tangy flavor and creamy texture. You'll also need 1.5 cups of granulated sugar to sweeten the filling and 3 large eggs. The eggs will help set the cheesecake, giving it structure and a smooth, rich consistency. Finally, add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract for a hint of warmth and depth, and 1/2 cup of sour cream. The sour cream adds a slight tang and extra creaminess to our filling, making it irresistible. With our ingredients ready, we can start making the cheesecake. Preparation is key to a smooth baking experience, so take a deep breath and begin this delicious journey. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, or 175 degrees Celsius. Now, let's build that buttery crust. In a medium bowl, combine graham cracker crumbs and sugar. Pour in the melted butter and mix until it resembles wet sand. Press this mixture into the bottom of a springform pan. Pack the mixture down firmly with the bottom of a measuring cup. Bake for 10 minutes. This creates a golden, crispy base for our creamy cheesecake. Set it aside and let it cool while we work on the star of the show, the caramel. This salted caramel is a dream come true. It's a perfect blend of rich, buttery caramel and just the right touch of salt. This delightful flavor creates an unforgettable experience. Whether drizzled over desserts, added to coffee, or enjoyed by the spoonful, it's pure bliss in every bite. It's a delightful mix of sweet and salty, with caramel's sweetness beautifully complemented by crunchy sea salt flakes. This irresistible combination enhances a variety of treats. Combine sugar and water in a saucepan over medium heat without stirring. Let the mixture gradually transform into caramel. Let the mixture cook until it turns a beautiful amber color. This is the moment when the magic happens. The sugar slowly melts and caramelizes, developing that rich, deep flavor we all love. Keep a close eye on it, as caramel can go from perfect to burnt in seconds. This is caramel magic happening. Watching the transformation is almost as satisfying as tasting the final product. The bubbling, the color change, the aroma filling your kitchen. It's all part of the enchanting process of making caramel. Once you have that gorgeous amber hue, carefully whisk in the heavy cream. This step requires caution, as the mixture will bubble up vigorously. The addition of cream adds richness and helps create a smooth, velvety texture that is simply divine. Be careful, it might bubble up. The reaction between the hot caramel and the cold cream is quite dramatic, but it's all part of the fun. Just keep whisking until the bubbling subsides and the mixture is well combined. Whisk in the butter and salt until smooth and luscious. The butter adds an incredible richness, while the salt enhances the flavors, making the caramel even more irresistible. Keep whisking until everything is fully incorporated and you have a smooth sauce. Set aside to cool slightly. Now the fun part. As the caramel cools, it thickens, making it perfect for drizzling and swirling. This is where you can get creative and personalize your desserts. Drizzle half of the caramel over the cooled crust, swirling it around for that gorgeous marbled effect. The contrast of the rich, dark brownie with the golden caramel is not only visually stunning, but also incredibly delicious. Use a toothpick or a knife to create beautiful swirls and patterns. Reserve the remaining caramel for later. We'll drizzle it on top. This extra caramel can be used to add a finishing touch to your dessert or for another treat. Either way, you'll have a delicious homemade caramel sauce ready to elevate any dish. Ensure your cream cheese is soft enough to fill the cheesecake. This is essential for easier mixing and a smooth, creamy texture. Cold cream cheese can lead to lumps, which we want to avoid. Mix the cream cheese thoroughly to achieve a smooth and creamy texture, ensuring there are no lumps. This is the foundation of your cheesecake, so take your time to get it right. In a large bowl, beat the cream cheese and sugar until light and fluffy, scraping down the sides occasionally. This creates a smooth, airy texture that makes your cheesecake irresistible. Beat the eggs individually, then stir in the vanilla extract. This method helps the eggs incorporate evenly, while the vanilla enhances the cream cheese's flavor. Mix each egg thoroughly before adding the next. Gently mix in the sour cream until combined. It adds tanginess and helps achieve a smooth, creamy texture. Be careful not to overmix to keep the light, airy consistency. Pour the dreamy batter over the caramel swirled crust, which adds a rich sweetness. Spread it evenly to ensure the cheesecake is even baked. Drizzle the remaining caramel for added flavor and a beautiful visual effect. It will sink into the batter as it bakes, creating pockets of gooey sweetness in the cheesecake. Gently swirl a toothpick through the batter to create a beautiful marbled effect on your cheesecake. This artistic touch enhances the dessert's look and appeal. Take your time to design a pattern you love.
All right, cheesecake lovers, it's time for some baking magic. Carefully place your springform pan inside a larger roasting pan. Pour enough hot water into the roasting pan to cover the sides of the springform pan halfway. This water bath helps the cheesecake bake evenly and prevents cracking. Bake for 50 to 60 minutes, or until the cheesecake is slightly jiggly in the center. The edges should be set and lightly golden. Turn off the oven and let the cheesecake rest inside, with the door slightly ajar for an hour. This allows it to cool slowly and prevents cracking. After the oven cooling, carefully remove the cheesecake from the water bath. Let it cool completely on a wire rack. This step is crucial, as it allows the cheesecake to set fully. Once cooled, cover and refrigerate for at least 4 hours, preferably overnight. This allows the flavors to meld together beautifully, and the cheesecake becomes rich and decadent. Remember that extra caramel we saved? It's time for the grand finale. Warm it up slightly to make it easier to drizzle. Once the cheesecake has chilled, drizzle the remaining caramel over the top. Sprinkle with a touch of sea salt for the perfect finishing touch. And there you have it. A stunning salted caramel cheesecake that will have everyone begging for seconds. Today we're making a show-stopping dessert. Salted caramel cheesecake. Imagine creamy cheesecake, buttery crust, luscious caramel. Are you drooling yet? This recipe is simple, with a touch of Giada magic. We'll create a cheesecake symphony. Get ready for compliments. Trust us, this one's a keeper. Let's dive in and make some magic happen.
We are so excited for you to try this recipe. We just know you are going to love it. If you make this recipe, be sure to take a picture and tag us on social media. You can even share in the comments below. We love seeing your culinary creations. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to our channel for more delicious recipes and cooking tips. Remember to hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thank you for watching. Until next time, happy baking.